Hello, welcome to Real Estate LeaderCast. My name is Paul Yurshevich. Today I have with me Nancy Pratt, who's with Pavaso, and she's the head of Partner Relations and Government Affairs.
Yes.
And we have a couple of questions for her. The first one is, what does your technology do for home buyers in the real estate settlement process?
So our technology allows a home buyer to be better informed of their upcoming closing, to feel that they have control over what's going to happen and no surprises at the last minute. So the technology allows the home buyer to get into the system or get into their file early. They can look at all of the documents they're going to be expected to sign, and they have the ability to read those documents. We have the ability to add education to them. So if there's some things that are confusing, that will help. And then that way, if they see anything that doesn't look quite like what they thought when they first made application, they have the ability to ask the attorney or the loan officer to clarify it. And so there's no surprises. It makes the closing a bigger celebration because everything has been done. They've looked at it ahead of time, and it's respectful of their time because the closings generally take about 15 minutes.
Wow. And how are these documents delivered to the consumer before closing?
So when we upload the lender's documents and all of that, then they get a notification that they have a file to look at, and they log in, and they'll answer a few questions that's unique to them, so sort of the knowledge base and identity proofing, and then they'll set up a password and a PIN number that's unique to them, and of course if they ever forget that, they can request a new one just like any technology, and then they'll enter an e-closing room and they'll be able to see all of their documents.
Well, it definitely sounds like it simplifies the typical settlement process quite a bit. The other question we have for you, who is your client, I guess, who should be considering your product and why?
Well, I think primarily our client is the customer.
The home buyer.
Yes, and if we focus on that home buyer, then all of the other customers become the lender, the attorney, the title, the realtor, and that home buyer is able to build that team of professionals around them, and we're all working for a better solution for that home buyer. So the lender wants to get those documents to the home buyer early on. The attorney wants to make sure that the home buyer understands what's going to happen through the process and when they get to closing, and the realtor's better informed at the end and all the way through the process as well. So I think keeping the focus point on the home buyer is our main customer, because that's our main customer to all of us. But the other verticals play the part to get that consumer involved.
Well, very good. Thank you for your time and for the introduction to Pavaso and your strategy. And please stay tuned for future episodes. Thank you.
Thank you.